れません。信じられません。しかもこの信じられない事件が今我々の眼中において展開されているのであります。今やゴジラの飛び出した後は人間が突然終わりそうから例えばゴジラは移動を開始いたしどうやら土山方面に向かう模様であります。我々の世界は一瞬のうちに200万年の世界に引き戻されたのでありましょうか。
Bam, what's doing, guys? Back with another fresh vinyl review, and today we're here with Josh Hoy, who brought this big-ass son of a bitch here, the Ezhobi Spacegodzilla. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Josh, welcome, sir. Thank you for coming down with this big-ass figure.
Yeah.
I'll save my thoughts for a little bit. I just want to absorb in it. But, so Ezhobi, Omega Beast, Spacegodzilla. So Ezhobi is the brand that this threw me off at first. I'm like, wait, is it Ezhobi? Was it Omega Beast? But Omega Beast is the brand, or the series line.
Yep.
Ezhobi is the brand. Okay? Boom. All right, so when did this figure come out?
This came out in Japan the end of May, and then they didn't really start getting here into America until 3 weeks ago, 3.5 weeks ago, I think, is when everybody started getting theirs. That's when I got mine. I think it's the closer you are to California where the port was.
Yeah.
Kind of what dictated that. Let's see what the pre-orders were. February, March, I think, was the window, and
Of this year, 2025.
of this year.
Yeah.
It was not a terribly long pre-order window, but I mean that's kind of standard for stuff that's in this scale, I think.
Yeah. Yep. And so this was revealed, what, 2024, one of the fall or winter festivals?
So the earliest, so I did actually go back and look because I was curious, because that's actually where I first saw this, was as a completely unpainted grayscale, just sculpture at that point. And I believe that was Summer Wonderfest 23.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And there was just somebody doing a walkthrough, like just showing off all the models and stuff. I was really new to collecting at that point, so I was just trying to find like a frame of reference of like what's new, what's coming out, what do I think is cool.
Yeah.
And that caught my eye, and about 2 years. 2 years, and I have one now.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you're not familiar with Omega Beast line, that is basically the gigantic series line for Ezhobi. I have, technically, this Odo Island is part of the Omega Beast line, but for scaling purposes, because he was an adolescent or teenager or whatever, Godzillasaurus at that time, he's smaller, but that's part of the Omega Beast line. But like the true scale is right here, as you see. For those that pre-ordered the Burning Godzilla, that is the same. This is the same scale. It's massive. Looking at the X Plus Gigantic Series figures, this figure just dwarfs them as far as bulk and size go. And it's just massive. And the pictures didn't do it justice. I didn't pre-order one, and now I wish I did. But so how much was this big bad boy?
So through the G Forever pre-order, it was $835, and then it was another $185 to get it shipped.
Yeah.
And of course, it's huge, so it's got to come via boat.
Yeah.
So,
And you said that there's still a light-up version available?
there is a light-up version. So this version is actually like a joint venture with X Plus.
Mm-hmm.
My understanding is this allows them to sell the figures in Japan. So this is technically an X Plus, but it's still made, assembled, painted, the whole shebang from Ezhobi. It's even packaged like an Ezhobi figure.
Yep. Now, looking at the box, I'll throw a picture in here shortly, but it's part of the Favorite Sculptors line, which, now that I'm reading that, for those familiar with the Favorite Sculptors line, X Plus distributes those figures under that brand for X Plus. So clearly, Ezhobi, X Plus are collabing to distribute these figures. But Ezhobi's also selling their own versions.
Yeah. So this, it's not out yet. There's a version where the horn lights up and the shoulder crystals light up. And it's not just your typical light up. From what I understand, it's all been designed so that the LEDs, if they burn out, are easily replaceable. and it comes with a remote, so you don't have to there's no switch or nothing. So you can just have them plugged in and walk into your room and poof, there you go. You have a Space Godzilla nightlight.
That is so much better than the battery packs that X Plus has, because sometimes those get fried. You can't, unless you know how to repair them, or, I jokingly say I'm burnt out on the light ups because a few of mine have burnt out. My 30 centimeter Mechagodzilla 75 burnt out on me mid-review, for those who remember that one. And it was the brain underneath the head. You swap it out, but the brain doesn't light up anymore. But then the other thing is that nothing against X Plus, but they don't make it easy to turn the light ups on.
No.
You gotta plug it in or take a skin chip off, flip the switch on. The idea of having replaceable light fixtures in this and having it plug in and turn on with a remote, that would make me want to turn it on a whole lot more.
Yeah, because it's easier.
Is it plugged into the wall?
I believe so, because that's actually how a lot of the newer X Pluses are.
Yeah, that's right.
My wife Melissa just got the fourth form Shin Awakening Defo Reel, the Rick, and that one, it just plugs into a USB-C, and then it's actually got two light functions. That one where he just lights up, and then one where it does the tail thing.
That is awesome.
So they're learning,
evolving. Yep. And where is the light up version available to pre-order?
Of this, you can get a hold of G Forever through the Omega Beast group. I haven't seen that version listed for sale anywhere else, but that might change once it gets into the formal pre-order window.
I might have to reach out. As I said on a recent episode of Fresh Vinyl Live, I just watched Godzilla vs. Spacegodzilla with my girlfriend, and she said she really liked it. And she's at work right now, and she's not being able to experience this epic big-ass freshness. So if I told her I pre-ordered it as a consolation prize for missing this, maybe all will be forgiven.
Yeah, and then if I recall, I don't think it's going to be that much more expensive. I think it's only I don't remember exactly offhand, so I don't want to misquote anything, but I think it was only $30-$40 more.
That's not that bad at all, considering the price tag on the figure itself being $835. When you factor in how much we're spending on these damn things, this packs the quality.
Oh yeah.
I know, we were talking earlier, taking the photos, depending on the angle, depending on the lighting. Honestly, the lighting is always going to be the key, but this thing is just gorgeous. Photos do not do it justice.
No.
The level of detail throughout the whole body is just phenomenal. I think his chest, his stomach, and his fupa area is just so detailed and deep. And it's one thing I always say, depth. There's the paint job on this thing is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I can't believe I said fupa, but this is Fresh Vinyl, so it's okay.
It's all right.
It's not Collect All Monsters. Love you guys. But the level of detail on even the shoulder crystals, just his skin just growing on top of him, because you could tell they were pushed out of his skin and everything as he was mutated.
Yeah, and the big thing for me is all the crystals, even these little guys on his head, everything that's like a crystal, and even his horn, it's all translucent.
Yes.
Even
depth.
the little ones all the way on the end of his tail, all of it is translucent.
Now, speaking of the tail, if you're comfortable enough to show us the tail insertion assembly method.
Yeah, so no more super soft squishy, unfortunately.
That's okay. This is so much better. Boom.
Is that it? I don't know
Yeah,
if that's
let me see.
But...
So what you got, it's basically the tail is a weapon itself. So and it's just basically think of it like a giant Lego, and it just inserts into there. And you said that's a magnet on there?
So once it's in, it's...
All right, I'm going to let you take it from there.
Yeah, it's snug.
Perfect. That is so much nicer. No more hair dryer action.
Yeah, especially on something this big. On the smaller figures, it's not too bad. But on gigantic scale figures, it was just so much easier.
Yep.
Well, and especially we all get excited, especially you've got something this big coming, and you're like, oh, box day, it's coming. You're watching the tracking, you're losing your mind, and then you get it out of the box, and then it's like, all right, hold up, we got to slow down the excitement so I can, play some elevator music while I heat the bunghole of Godzilla up here.
The black hole of Space Godzilla.
Basically. But yeah, no, that's that's an awesome feature to me. Like,
Yeah.
it may not seem like a big deal to some folks. Maybe
that's great.
Maybe it's not, but to me, it's
X Plus started dabbling in that with where is it? The GMK Ghidorah. Now it's not a full freaking like plug and play, but it's got the magnet on the back of the tail. I was like,
and they did
more
it,
of this.
They did it on the other favorite products line, Gigantic. They did, which is also done with Easy Hobby. They did the Kamakura Landing Shin.
Yep.
Is actually an Easy Hobby product, and that also has magnet. All of the Easy Hobby stuff, as far as I know, if the tail comes off, it's magnetic.
That's awesome. Awesome. And it's heavy, too.
Oh, yeah.
Big, heavy, bulky figure, which is good because of how big it is. Something with the... I mean, it's vinyl. If it was a thinner vinyl, it could sag.
Oh, yeah,
now, I'm curious, like, is it hollow? Yeah, it sounds like... I mean, it's thick vinyl, but you're not going to have any issues with this drooping or anything like that. No. It's beautiful.
And they do include a tail stand. You just don't have it here, but I mean, if I start seeing droop over time, I'll probably throw it in there.
Yeah.
And it's not terribly noticeable. Little metal rod.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. It's not enough to detract from the figure. Whereas there's some tail stands where it's just like, what has happened?
That's why I like joking. Like, tail stand's not a problem unless you're just displaying your whole collection backwards. Because you're not gonna, it's like, the tail stand. Like, what are you worried about for? Like, all the Sakai's got tail stands, but you don't see them.
Yeah. Well,
when you mash them all in there.
Odo has one.
Yeah.
He'll stand without it, but if
better to have it.
Yeah. Well, if you've got a shelf that's in like a high traffic area, or if you're in your room a lot, you bump into it, he might topple, which nobody wants that.
They include the tail stand for a reason. So, all right. So, what would you say? 1 out of 10 BAMs.
Oh. For me, this is an 11.
Yeah.
And I get everybody's going to be different. Everybody's got their own opinion. But for me, this was very much a figure that, again, I saw it as... It wasn't even the finished sculpt. It was just model in gray. And I was like, I have to have one of those. I don't know how. I don't know. I didn't even know who made it at that point. I just knew that it existed. And then, he's living on our dining room table currently because space is a problem for everybody. Maybe a double meaning to Spacegodzilla because he occupies quite a bit of it.
Yep.
But, I walk past this thing every day. Fortunately, it's in a spot where I get to see it. So it's taking up the dining room table. I don't care. I get to see it every day, and every day
That's a centerpiece.
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks, and I'm still ecstatic. I still love the thing. I still spend time almost every day looking at it. So,
awesome.
To me, I mean that's what I like, is having something that just catches my attention, and it's like, yes.
Yep. Yes,
absolutely. A little marching band in my brain going, let's go, let's go.
So there you have it, 11 out of 10 BAMs. Yeah, I dig it. I might have to go look for the light up one.
Just get a hold of G Forever.
Yep.
That's my advice.
Yep. I'm coming for you, Andrew. Coming for you.
Anything Easy Hobby related, I would get a hold of him, and he'll get you taken care of.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do a collab with him of some sort. So if you're watching this, people don't do that anymore. But anyway,
use the rotary phone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I had. Good stuff. All right, so there you have it. It's definitely certified fresh. It's fucking awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
All right. So Easy Hobby, Omega Beast, Spacegodzilla, favorite products line. If you got one, you know what's up. If you didn't, make a decision. If you don't, you missed out. This is one of those ones where you got to pay to play, and rightfully so. But that's it. That's all I got. That's all. You got anything else, sir?
No.
Awesome. All right. Don't forget to check out Cavity Colors. Got me a little Spacegodzilla shirt. I figured why not represent. It just so happens, I don't know what's up with Spacegodzilla lately. He's kind of growing on me. But that's it. All right. Thanks for watching. Josh, thanks for coming down to do this. It's really cool.
Of course.
I'm totally taken by its freshness. So thank you for laying out all the info on this thing. It's freaking awesome. So hopefully we can do this again some other time.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Shit, yeah.
And if you want to bring something, we could do that. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. And remember, buy vinyl, fresh vinyl. Bam.
Poof.
Your mother's ass. That gets edited out.